Okay, what I'm going to do is show you how to use PortForward.com to forward your port through your router. Don't think that you can't do it because it's pretty self-explanatory. It shows you screenshots of exactly what you need to do. The first thing you need to know is what type of router you have. Don't confuse yourself and think that you might have only a modem, because it could be a modem slash router. You could have a router that plugs into the modem, that plugs into the phone line or cable. Just make sure and check your router and see what model and what version you have. In this case, I'm going to use a Linksys, which is a WRT320N, and to find that, you can look on the bottom of your routers. And PortForward.com, as you know, this is the main screen. It shows you the list of all routers that they have in their database right now that they can show you screenshots for. So to get started, we're going to look up the Linksys that I have, which is a WRT320N, and right there it is. Once you click on that, okay, now notice this page is an ad page. It's just wanting you to buy something. Don't think that you have to buy anything, because right up here at the top it says click here to skip this advertisement. Most people are already familiar with these type of screen pop-ups, so let's click there to skip that ad. And now we want to forward the port for an application, and that application would be client-wise is uTorrent. And I'm going to scroll down to show you the uTorrent in the options. So we know it's an option. We've done picked our router. Now we pick uTorrent. Okay, now this screen that comes up is going to show you exactly how to forward your port and things that you need to do. So if you read through here, you can probably just look at the pictures and find out exactly what to do. But if you read through here, it tells us to go to uTorrent, which we're going to bring up. It tells us to go to Options and Preferences. Once we do that, the next screenshot shows you to click on Connections. You see how it's sort of like indented here? That's grayed out. That's where we want to go to look at what port we have. And just in the screenshot, it's showing you here that it is port 6112 or something, but that's on the screenshot. Don't use that port. Use the port that's in your client. So my port is 20357. We're going to copy that port. I've highlighted it and copied it. And now we're done with that part. Let's go to the next screenshot. You can read through here to understand a few more things. This basically is going to tell you how to get into your router. In order to get into your router, you will have to type in the GUI's interface's IP address, which in my case is the 192.168.1.1. And I've already went past the main screen that you log in on, so you won't see that here, but you can see here, and it's an example. Once you type that in your address bar where they got Google here, you will get a login screen. You will need to know this username and password. If you don't know your default password, just look around on the internet. You can search for it, and I guarantee if you type in, like in my case, Linksys WRT320N default router password in Google, you will find that the password defaults out there on the internet. If someone has changed it, you'll need to know what they changed it to, so contact them first to see exactly if they've changed the password or whatever. But like in this case, it already tells me that the default password is admin and admin username and password. So once you get into the router, see, this is the basic setup screen that we've already bypassed here, and it tells you click on Applications and Gaming, and which I've already done. So this over here is my interface for the router, so don't confuse the two. Now it's going to tell us basically what we need to do, and if you read this, it will tell you exactly what to type in, where to type it, things like that. So what we're going to do is name this port forward, and this is going to be for our uTorrent, which I'm just going to put UT because I'll know this is for uTorrent. I'm going to paste that port in here, and I'm going to make sure that it's for both TCP and UDP. And now, what do I put in for the IP address? If you don't know what your IP address is for your computer, it depends on what operating system you are using, but what you will want to do is go into your command prompt. Most operating systems is like start, programs, accessories, system tools, command prompt. Might not be under system tools, but you'll see it if you go into accessories, look through there, but I think it's under system tools on most operating systems. Windows 7 is what I'm using, which I just did, clicked on start and searched CMD and hit enter, and it'll bring it straight up. Once you're inside of the command prompt, I want you to type in ipconfig, which is CONFIG, ipconfig, and hit enter. And it's going to bring up a lot of information. Don't let this overwhelm you or anything, because the only thing you are looking for is the IPv4 address. This is the address that my router has given my computer, and in this case this computer is set up on a another router which has like a 3 here, and you'll notice over here it has a 1 because it's two different routers, and I'm into the other router's database. So we're going to say that was a 1 here, and we're going to go with 192.168.1.126. So use this exact IP right here to plug in over here, and you only have to change the last 3, which is a 126. So in my case, a 126, and I've got the client name to let me know what application is going to be using this port. Its protocols are for both, for this IP address, and it's going to be enabled. Basically that's it. We've followed the PortForward's website. We found our port in our client. We've put that in our settings for the external and internal port. We've got it enabled. Now all you got to do is hit save settings. Once you save settings, it'll go to a redirect page, and then it'll take you back as the page's setting has been saved. Now, most people that don't have this type of router or anything, you follow these same guidelines when you use PortForward.com. You go to the main page, you pick your router, and the next page you might get that ad. Make sure you skip that ad, you don't have to buy anything. And then you will pick your client you're wanting to use. In our case, we used an example of uTorrent, and when you pick that, it will tell you basically everything you need to know. If you have any further questions or comments and not really understanding how to use this website, please watch this video again, and you will understand how to use PortForward.com to forward your port through your router. Thank you very much.